Welcome back to Duckman Cycles and VW Garage. I'm your host, the Duckman. We're back today with my 1956 Beetle, also known as Eleanor. And she was a storm-damaged car that got hit by Hurricane Ivan back in 2004, completely rotted out, broke in the middle, so I rebuilt the best I could out of pieces parts. And there she is right there. Now this video is going to be a tech video, and I usually dump my tech videos to the internet right around midnight Central Time. Now this is the beginning of something new that I'm starting to do. And what the new thing is around midday, which is about 12 p.m. lunchtime Central Time, I'm going to be releasing a talk video. So I'm going to put more talk and more tech into places where they would be better suited, so that way I don't have one mix-up of all in one video. People don't seem to like that, so we're going to try something new. And it's also in my channel's best interest because that means I get more video releases out. So so for those of you that have hated my talk that I've been putting in these videos, like I said, it's going to be in a separate place. If you don't want to watch the QA videos, then don't watch them. But in our case today, we're going to be doing a little bit of tech work on this door. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to hit this area. Woo, loud squeaky squeaky. We're going to hit this area in here and get this sucker welded closed once and for all. I've been doing a lot of this and not enough of this. So we're going to get that straight. In addition, I'm going to fill some other holes in around this body and get it squared away. And my next video, which goes up at midday tomorrow, is going to answer a bunch of your questions. So any of the questions you posted in the last couple days, or any of the questions that you post in this video, I'm going to try to address as many of them as I can right around noon tomorrow. So again, if you got a question, you got something you want to know, you got something you want to ask, particularly about me and this car, you know, my interaction with this car, you know, please go ahead and post it down below in the comments. This would be a good time to do it because just about daily, it's not going to be every day, but just about daily around lunchtime, like I said, I'm going to have a talk video. And I'm going to try to answer people's questions and talk about a bunch of other things. Not so much tech, but it's going to be talk. And then right at midnight, which is where you're seeing this video, we're going to do tech stuff. So I hope that clarifies as to what I'm doing and exactly why, because the last talk video that I released at noon on Saturday, a few people crabbed about it. I talk too much. Well, it was meant to be a talk video. If you don't get it, then don't watch it. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, pluck that little dingle belly down next to the subscribe button. That we get updates every time I upload a video. And don't forget, Duckman Cycles VW Garage on Facebook. Join the page up there. There'll be discussion on whatever we're doing here, on whatever else anybody wants to share. So thanks so much for watching. We'll be back after the intro. Boom. Got to get this fiberglass drop cloth over here, and I mentioned this briefly in the video, and you can see the little pock marks that are on it. This is from welding slag bouncing off of it, and the idea is here to stop all them hot sparks from going in the car and burning up my interior. You could do this with a tarp. I think I mentioned that the last time, but as long as it's heading vertically, all the sparks will fall off of it. If there's any pockets in it, it'll burn right through the tarp. But because I got a fiberglass drop cloth, which is the right thing, that's what we're going to use here. Okay. I need to get in here and weld this up, and it looks like I've actually got the metal fitted properly to where it needs to be. There's just a big-ass gaping hole in here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the welder and just gradually fill it in. I probably could make a little patch piece to go in there, but I think it's just going to be easier just to run the welder around it in a circular motion until we get it all filled up. Once I've got that done, I got to hit the back side of the A-pillar side of the door here and get that filled in. There's a bunch of gaps and holes over here too. It's a little hard to get the camera in looking this way, but you guys are going for a ride with me and you're going to watch me do some of the welding. Normally I omit that from the video because you guys don't always like to see the progress. I mean, it's pretty monotonous. It's the same thing over and over again, but we're going to actually do that a little bit in this video so you guys can see a little bit of the process. Since that's what was requested of me, you guys want more tech. Less talk, more tech. So let's do some tech. This is pretty well filed down, and a lot of the metal is actually exposed on here, so it should tack together pretty cleanly. Let's go ahead and hit it and see just what happens. Now I've got the wire speed turned down, and I got it on about a B setting for the heat, so let's see what happens here. got smoked out. Yeah, I don't deal well with the smoke. We're gonna get a fan. Round 2 with a fan. Let's see if that's enough to keep the smoke out of my face. Well, that filled up pretty quick. That actually wasn't that hard. We're going to get down below here and hit the bottom a little bit also. So let's go ahead and get that camera adjusted so you guys can see what I'm doing down there. We got a pretty big gap along here. It's a little bit greater than 1/8 of an inch, which is roughly 3.17 millimeter-ish, something like that. So there's a bit of a gap to fill in. Now it looks as big as 5 millimeters in a few spots there. But we're going to fill that in too. Here we go. Speed up that wire just a little bit. I think it's doing a little burning and not enough building. Okay, I think we did pretty good there. Let me take you around and show you. Alright, it's a little bit messy, but it's nothing that the grinder won't cure. But I got this big gap that was open in here closed. I welded this seam shut. I filled this awful hole, and this hole really bothered me. Just like the triangle that was at this corner here, this is something I really wanted to have done for the car show, and unfortunately I just didn't get around to it. But now it's full. What I need to do is come around here and hit it with the grinder, but before I do that, I want to hit this area up in here and get this all welded shut. So I'm going to attack that with the welding next. But because it's going to be somewhat impossible to get a camera up here on the car without it falling down, I'm really not going to show that, but I am going to go ahead and weld it, hit it with the grinder, and then come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I think I did pretty good. This is all welded up through here. It's all welded up, it's ground down. Got a little bit in here that I need to hit yet, and up in this area I need to get in there too, but my angle grinder is too big, and I've got a little belt sander that'll slip up in there just fine. So I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna probably do that off camera. But this whole corner is welded in, and I can squeeze it, and I can tell how much stronger it is than what it used to be. And here in that drop cloth you can see all that black stuff, which is all from the welder, that would have wound up in the interior and burning holes in my seats as well as my freshly painted floors. So it did a pretty good job of deflecting all that mess. on the outside. I hit a little bit up in here too because that spot wasn't closed, and also in here too where the two seams meet together. Now if you remember, this is two different doors. This is a late model bottom with a early model 56 top. I had to make those doors special because this car, unfortunately, well, I should say the original doors, unfortunately, the bottom halves of them were gone, and I couldn't find another set of good small window doors in the local area. And when I did finally find some doors, they were too expensive and, well, too good a shape. I didn't want to start cutting up good doors, so I made good doors out of what I had. And I gotta say, you know, they came together pretty well. I got that nice contour in here that we worked on the outside also. Got the contour in here. It still needs to be belt sanded a little bit. In fact, the whole door needs a little bit of belt sanding. I got to come back and hit that up. But I think we did pretty good here. Yeah, I think we did pretty good. I'm quite satisfied with that. Looks like I might need a little touch up in here. One of the welds didn't go all the way through in that hole that I filled. So I got to hit that one more time before I sand it down. But yeah, I'm going to say that I nailed it. As always, if you enjoy these videos, like, comment, subscribe. Pluck that little dingle belly down there next to the subscribe button. That way you get updates every time I upload a new video. And don't forget, join Duckman Cycles VW Garage up on Facebook. There'll be discussion of this project as well as some others. And if you'd like to email me, duckmancycles@duckshit.net. I accept emails. If you got any type of question about, you know, the project that's individual, or if you'd like to talk to me personally about something else you're working on, always duckmancycles@duckshit.net. That's where you're going to do it. Anyways, thanks you guys a lot for watching, and don't forget, tomorrow's midday video is going to be a Q&A. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, you want to go ahead and post them down below, and I'm going to try to get to them in the next video. If not, it'll be the next video. But I'll do the best to answer your questions however I can. Like I said, midday videos will be Q&A. It'll be a whole lot of this, and midnight videos will be more tech stuff. So I'm going to space them out about 12 hours. And I'm not always going to do a midday video, but I'm going to try to limit the amount of talking that I do in the midnight videos, the tech videos. And this is one of those ones I'm already talking too much, but I have to explain that to people because some people just aren't going to get it. So with that said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ooh.